Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Now in this video we're going to be talking about some very interesting news that broke today, and it is that the Nintendo Switch SDK from March of 2018 has officially leaked online. And what does this mean? Well, we're going to discuss it right now, so let's get started. So it's been reported by nintendosoup.com that the Switch SDK was leaked on the internet just a couple days ago. It's going to have implications on the hacking scene and everything like that going forward. This was leaked online by possibly a developer who had NDA to a real software development kit, and this has been confirmed on GBA Temp that this is the official SDK that Nintendo has used for developers to actually create and develop games on the console for third parties. And this is based on the March 2018 SDK. Now if you remember, back in 2017 there was a leak of the original SDK for the Nintendo Switch, and that was the one that they used way back in June all the way to October of 2016 before the Switch was released. And a lot of the stuff was not available to be used on the SDK, and a lot of it was outdated, and a lot of it simply was missing from that particular version of it. Even though it was leaked online, there wasn't that much people could do with it due to it being so old. However, this new one is just a few months old based on a March 2018 version, and from what people have discovered is that this is the full SDK. Like, basically there is no features missing. It has absolutely everything on there minus some documentation, and I think one of the language packs is missing from this SDK, but otherwise it is completely and fully intact. So obviously this is going to be dissected by hackers for the further exploits of possible future hacking of the Nintendo Switch. Obviously we know that Nintendo has gone to great lengths to disable a lot of these things on the Switch recently, and they have actually released a revision of the Switch already to the public that is going out to consumers as we speak, that does disable that Team Executor hack that enables piracy basically. So they have done that, but this is a different kind of thing since it allows developer access to it. So the ways hackers could use this is quite basically limitless really. Once they get access to the console itself and rehack it or find another way to hack the system, they could use this in any way they want to create any type of software they want yet again. And of course with SDK access, it's even easier to do this, and it makes it run better on the system since it is designed for the Nintendo Switch itself to run on the system natively. And obviously if a developer leaked this online, they did break the law, so quite frankly Nintendo is going after them right now probably. And last I heard, the person who did leak this SDK online has in fact disappeared. No one can find them. They may already have been located by Nintendo and may have been arrested or taken care of, but the file itself is online and it is available to the quote-unquote public, or if you want to call it hackers who want to take advantage of this for the Nintendo Switch. And obviously this is quite frankly a volatile file to have on your computer. If Nintendo locates your IP address or whatever, they're probably going to be looking for this to shut it down as soon as possible. The PlayStation 4 had its SDK leaked in June 2017, I believe, which was almost 4 years after the console was released. But it was leaked online, and Sony went out of their way to get rid of that as soon as possible from torrent sites and from all other places available that it was leaked online. They went way out of their way to get rid of it, and I do believe for the most part Sony has updated the PlayStation 4 in a certain way that it has taken care of that aspect of the hacking of the PlayStation 4 with that SDK back in 2017, and now the PS4 is a lot more safe in terms of that aspect of it. However, with the Switch, it's only been out for 16 months, and already we've had 2 SDK leaks online, one of the original and now one of the most recent SDK in March 2018 already being leaked online. A lot of people may be wondering, well, what is going on here? Why is this happening? I think the reason why we're seeing these leaks of SDKs online is quite frankly the low quality of developers Nintendo has on the Nintendo Switch eShop, with all these indie developers creating very low quality games. We've seen quite a bit of trashware on the Nintendo Switch, you guys have to admit, right? There's all kinds of terrible games on the eShop. Games are not really even games, they're just basically software apps that barely do anything. And these are being made by developers who have SDKs. So if they release these garbage games on the Nintendo Switch with minimal to no effort, and they simply don't care, or they don't get sales that they wanted, very easily, and quite frankly, one of them could actually have done this themselves. One of these trashware developers that has an SDK or development kit by Nintendo, and they simply leak this online, not caring about the consequences due to whatever reason there may be. Obviously, they could have leaked it through somewhere else, some different IP address, whatever, but this is the type of SDK that only, and I repeat, only developers with signed non-disclosure agreements have access to. So since this was leaked to the public, you could probably put 2 and 2 together that this was most likely a developer with one of those trashware games that nobody cared about, and they went and put this SDK online. It is really a bad situation, and I do think Nintendo needs to take precautions a lot better in the future, and as far as who they sign up for developing on games for the Nintendo Switch or any future console they have, because obviously the eShop is out of hand already with these terrible trashware games, and if developers simply don't care that much about the game they're putting on the system, how much less do you think they're going to care about the development kit or SDK that they have in their possession? Especially if they're not successful on the Switch and their game sells like garbage, they may very well simply just release this SDK like we see here online. So I'm not naming any developer, I'm saying simply that this is a possibility, something to look out for, that the quality of developers that the Switch has on the eShop are simply just garbage at this point. A lot of them are garbage. There's a lot of good ones out there, but there's a lot of trash on the Nintendo Switch as well, and this may be an outcome of that. Simply trash developers, trash games, not caring, and then going public with an SDK. So I'm not sure where this leaves us with the Nintendo Switch and the SDK and all this kind of stuff with piracy, but of course we shall see what happens in the coming months. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. And do you think that one of these really bad developers that are making games on the Switch eShop is responsible for this, or do you think something else happened here? I'm really curious to know what you guys think. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you very soon in the next video. Have a great day.